everybody, this is Jake, and I thought I'd show you how we make Hoshi-gaki. So Hoshi-gaki are dried persimmons. I think they're probably known around the world, but they're most popular in Japan. And yeah, the word Hoshi means dried, and kaki means persimmons. So these are made from a particular kind of persimmon. These are Shibugaki, which means bitter persimmons. So these are actually, like, you would not want to eat these. Maybe I'll taste some a little later, and you don't want to eat these. But what you can do is first you peel them. So we just get a normal vegetable peeler like this, a potato peeler, and you peel all the skin off. So we got a bunch of these today just at the local farmer's market. So of course I'm bad at peeling things, but you peel them like this, and I should say that this is a specialty here in southern Nagano, which is where we are. I think they're made all around the country, but the winter weather in Nagano here is kind of cold and dry, and it means you can dry these outside. So, so I'll keep peeling this one. So I make these with my wife. This is our third year making them, and you can see once you've peeled them, they look like this. And it's important if the branch is still attached, that's important, because what we're going to do is we're going to string these along and dry them outside for a couple of weeks. So first, we have to peel all the skin off. And like these are really bitter. Like, I guess apparently animals don't eat them. They're easy to grow, and you see a lot of them on trees here in Nagano in the fall. You know, the leaves will have fallen off the trees, but you'll see a lot of these orange persimmons still hanging up there. So yes, we peel them first, and you can tell I'm just doing a poor job of it. Somehow I'm reminded of that potato peeling scene in Forrest Gump. But okay, first I'll peel these, and then after that we'll boil them. So I'll show that next. Okay, next, actually I lied, so there's another step. We want to have everything on, we want to hang them all on a string right here. And actually, I'm really bad at this. My wife does this, so I will try one. I don't think I'll be successful. Let's see, string it along here. Tie it once. And then maybe one more time, because these are going to be hanging outdoors for as long as 2 or 3 weeks, maybe longer. So you want to have them secured on this string pretty well. And then we have ourselves a nice string here. So we'll hang that outside, but first we have to boil it. And I forgot to say this in the last video, so the reason these are Shibugaki, these are not normal persimmons that you can just eat fresh. So these are extremely bitter, apparently. I'm going to taste one. Yeah, it's just, oh wow, it just, my entire mouth just feels like it's coated in fuzz. It's not very good. So yeah, by themselves these are not good. If you hang them outdoors for several weeks, I guess they start shriveling up. They get much sweeter. So I think I'll check in as these dry and just show you what they're like. But yeah, I do not recommend having them before you've tried them out for a couple weeks. Okay, so next up we have to boil these. I guess that's to sterilize them or something, kind of get rid of any bacteria or anything like that. So we boil it for 10 seconds. In we go, okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we pull it out, and I hope I can do this. Okay, wasn't too bad. Okay, now, so we're going to hang these up outside, just where we'd hang the laundry. So, drape that over there. And this is where we'll hang them. So yeah, they'll just be outdoors here for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Somewhere cold and dry is ideal, so that's why it's good to make them in southern Nagano. And right now, yeah, they just seem like normal persimmons, but I'll take more videos and you'll see how they'll dry up and shrink and get darker over time. So here's day number 2. This is November 1st, I should say. We started making these on Halloween. So they've been hanging outside for maybe 16 hours or so. So obviously not much change yet, but what will happen is these will eventually get squishier. And they'll start getting darker. So all good things come to those who wait. But, well, it's starting to get a little softer now. The surface is drier, and they don't quite have that strange sensation when you touch them. And I feel this one's softening a little bit, so let's hope that these, next 2 weeks or so, let's hope that these dry up and get sweet. Here we are on day 2, and you probably noticed that we've moved these and they've multiplied a lot. We found another batch and chopped them up and peeled them yesterday. So now we have about 50, I think. Somewhere like that. And so they're mixed now. One batch has been out here for a day longer than the others, but they're starting to get a little bit soft, certainly drier. Maybe this is the new batch, or I don't know. So hey, not bad. Yeah, this is starting to get a bit squishy, great. And unfortunately it's gonna rain today, which is not great for these. Dry weather is better, but these are a little protected from the elements over here. You can see the tomato plant that was doing great all summer is finally might give up the ghost here. It's as the frosts start. Oh yeah, and these are nets. The what do you call them? Little branches right there weren't long enough to tie anything to, so use like those nets you would put in the sink. That's the drain trap, I think. Here we are on day 3, and getting a bit softer, and they're starting to darken a bit. So looking good. Yeah, fortunately there wasn't any direct rain on here. Okay, it's day 5, I think. I can't remember how I'm counting these, but it's November 5th. So yeah, they're really starting to, it's quite frosty this morning, but the Hoshi-gaki are really starting to shrivel up and get much softer, which is great. Yeah, they're really getting nice and teeny now. So these are kind of small as far as Hoshi-gaki goes. These are going to be kind of bite size. Usually this stuff, it gets a little bigger. But yeah, they're coming along nicely. Maybe another, so this one's getting quite soft and shrivelly. I think the idea is when you hang them, they're not supposed to be leaning against anything that kind of bruises them. But these are going quite well. And we got another batch. One of my wife's former coworkers gave us another 50. So I think we have almost 100 hanging right now. But they're coming along nicely. Day 7, I think. It's November 7th. You can see they're really starting to get quite a lot smaller now, very soft. Looking really good. This guy is almost ready. Pretty small, starting to get a lot darker here. This guy is not, he's not as far along. But probably, we're thinking maybe 1 more week, and then these will be ready to eat. And apparently, yeah, you have to really fondle them like this every day if you want them nice and soft and sweet. It's November 9th now, so these have been hanging out here for, well, a week and change, and they're just looking quite great now. So my wife has been really good about coming out here and giving all these a squeeze every morning, and yeah, they're getting very soft. And she thinks they might be edible now. But we might leave them out here for another few more days. So, yeah, if you can remember, these were quite large, round, and stiff when they started, but yeah, they're just soft and probably very sweet now. So you know they're really done when they have like kind of a white, frosty coating on the outside. I guess that means that they're getting really sweet inside. I don't know if it's cold enough for these to have that, but I think we'll harvest them pretty soon. Okay, it's November 11th. That means these guys have been out here for about 11 days now. They are just about finished, I think. Since there were 2 batches, some of them are quite different than the other, but geez, look at this guy. He is just shriveled up, and not going to be much more of him if we don't harvest soon. So yeah, everything's very soft, squishy. I think most of them are just about ready, or at least the better of the 2 batches. It seems like one of them might have been a little better than the other, a little bigger. Day 13, I think, day 14. I've completely lost track of that, but it's November 13th right now, which means they've been hanging out here for 2 weeks, and geez, yeah, they are just dry. Some of them are a little hard. So I'll run it by the missus, but I think that this batch is more than ready. Maybe we'll harvest them tonight or tomorrow at the very latest, but yeah, these are Hoshi-gaki that I think are ready to eat, in my opinion. Okay, so it's Friday nights, and they've been hanging outside for 2 weeks. So let's see how these turned out. So you can see this one. Hope it focuses well. This one's pretty good. This is one of the softer ones. It's a little large. So let's see how sweet it turned out. No, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you can see. Hope this shows. It's a little mushy on the inside. Yeah, all that bitterness has been dried out of it, and it's just kind of nice and sweet. Some of them have seeds, some of them don't, and it's a New Year's tradition. If you get one with a lot of seeds, then that means you'll be lucky in the next year. So yeah, if you ever have any bitter persimmons, I recommend making Hoshi-gaki.